Hello, welcome along to our newest vlog. We are back in Tenerife. This time we're staying at the GF Fanabé at Costa Adeje.
There's certainly a lot more to do here than there was in Playa Paraiso. Obviously the Hard Rock Hotel was absolutely lovely, and they want you to stay on site, so there wasn't much to do in Playa Paraiso. We understood that when we got there, but there's certainly a lot more to do here. The front is absolutely lovely. It's full of bars, restaurants, places to eat. Absolutely brilliant, and the town is as well. So,
yeah. So we're going to be honest with you. As we said, we're staying at the GF Fanabé, and we have had issues with this hotel, which we'll come back to in a little while. But to start with, we flew for the very first time from Bournemouth Airport. So if anyone is around that part of the country, I have to say it was the easiest airport that I've probably ever used.
we were going to do quite an in-depth thing on Bournemouth Airport because there weren't that many on YouTube. There were a few, but I can see why. I'm going to insert some footage now. And that is basically Bournemouth Airport, because you walk in the door. We were dropped off by a friend of mine. It's £5 for 30 minutes drop off. Parking's about £100 for the week. There are 3 car parks, each varying distance from the airport. There is a premium option as well, which is about 184. I don't know what that gave you. I'll see if I can find a picture to put in. But there was about £100 basically to park, varying from 5 to 10-minute walk to the airport, to the actual check-in bit of the airport.
The actual drop-off car park was a 1-minute walk.
Oh, if that.
I mean, literally, you dropped off, we walked over the road and in the door. And that was it. And Jet 2 is right in front of you, who we've flown with.
You literally, there was a small bar, a coffee shop. Then to your left, there was the drop-off desks. There was Jet 2s, there was TUIs, there was Ryanair. They all had one each. You could literally, there was so many staff there helping us. He literally checked our bags in at the self check-in. We got through as good as gold. You walk straight through security.
5 minutes.
5 minutes maximum for security. There was only 2 flights going out. There was our flight to Tenerife, and there was one going to Wrocław or something in Poland, I believe.
Poland, yeah.
That was going. So there was 2 flights. But literally, what I've shown you in my footage is Bournemouth Airport airside of customs. It was absolutely easy. As Darryl said,
Hassle-free.
Hassle-free.
Completely.
If you don't like airports, if you don't like crowds,
Yeah.
literally Bournemouth is the place for you at the moment.
And because there isn't a lot of flights going in and out, our flight time left absolutely bang on.
Spot on.
I mean, there was
7:05.
You're not waiting for the planes to move out your way backwards and forwards. It literally, we pushed off at 7:05, which is exactly what it should have been. So, yeah, Bournemouth Airport. Would I use it again? 100%. It was so easy, brilliant. Much better than Bristol. When we were there last time at 4 o'clock in the morning, it was so busy we couldn't even get a seat. So and it was actually cheaper in Bournemouth as well, I believe.
It's something like £100 a person more to fly from Bristol.
I think because Jet 2 are new flights from Bournemouth, they've only started in January. I think they're trying to push people using it. So we got a really good deal. So it's worth looking at.
It was certainly worth looking at, yes. So we got to Tenerife, and Jet 2 have been nothing short of amazing.
Yeah.
We came out up the escalators. Anyone that's been to Tenerife will know that escalator. Up the escalators, out the doors, the Jet 2 reps were there, literally in front of us. So we told them who we were. She stood us to one side. There was another couple with us. A taxi picked us up. A very nice gentleman picked us up, just the 2 couples.
Yeah.
And Mercedes, lovely Mercedes 7-seater. It was absolutely top-notch, aircon, great source of music. He had AC/DC on. Both loved it. So it was great. We were first drop off, but literally the people that were with us hotel is literally over there. So it was literally no time at all. Yeah. Absolutely top notch. We got in, and I'll insert some hotel footage. There's an outside area of entertainment. There's a stage there. Music at night. They have music inside as well. It's the reception desk. Got the lifts there. They also have there's a baggage room just there which you can leave your cases in. We did that when we came in, so we had to check in early. There's a little shop, it's not open yet. They sell practically something of everything. You've got some drinks, ice creams, suntan lotion, there's clothes, there's sweets, there's all sorts in there. I even went in for something that wasn't even on the shelves and she found me it, so very, very helpful in there, as are most of the staff. We go downstairs.
So the reception here gets really busy at night. You have live music on your left.
Yeah, everyone was out here last night. There's music inside, someone doing music here. It's very, very good. There's a little downstairs area. So you've got like a children's play area here. Got an arcade. In there, a few bits and pieces in there, quite nice. To keep the kids occupied. There's a disco show there. It's locked. I imagine it's on at night. But there's something up there as well.
Yeah.
Table football and billiards, and there's another billiard table upstairs as well. Another shop selling jewellery and bits and pieces, watches, sunglasses. We've got the gym. Let's just skip around that a second. And there's a spa and a conference centre down here. That's down there, it's all underneath the hotel. It's quite nicely themed down here. Trickling water, all very relaxing. Beauty salon. That's the bar.
Sorry, that's okay. No.
That's the bar. Very reasonable, we found it.
Yeah.
Drinks are about the same price as anywhere else. Cocktails about £6, so €6, not bad at all. And that is the restaurant. So I'm not going to cook because it's breakfast and everyone's at it. So. Okay, so this is the family pool area. There's a deep part, which is there, and there's a shallower part over there for children.
So this is basically where all the families go, where all the kids go in the day. They have activities on most of the time. The music is extremely loud to say the least. So if you're in one of these rooms that are overlooking the pool and you're after a quiet afternoon, you may need to think again.
It's that's a bit harsh, but
It's not harsh.
It
was so loud yesterday, it was ridiculous.
it's only for there's 2 or 3 lessons a day. So, there's a bar over there, toilet and a shower. There's a sports zone. They have activities here for kids as well. Table tennis. As you see, there's absolutely loads of sunbeds. There's also more upstairs. There's an adult only terrace. So you've got like a paddler and a slightly deeper one. Got some children's play stuff.
Can hear your flip-flops all the way through it.
Hopefully my flip-flops aren't drowning out every bit of noise. You've got a court, basketball and net, small 4-hole crazy golf course. And that's about the outside bit. There's a zip wire as well. And the hotel is spotlessly clean downstairs. It is lovely. It is sparkling. There's a bar down there. The bar's very reasonable, to be fair.
Yeah.
We had a pint and a cocktail. Cocktails are €6. Pints were $4.50. $4.50 seems to be, around this area, seems to be unless you're right down on the front, $4.50 seems to be the price of a pint of Dorada. But the cocktails, €6 in here. They were really nice. I had a long and iced tea and it was lovely.
Yeah. We had to wait to about 2 o'clock to check in, which is I think kind of standard. So we just sat and had a couple of beers and waited when it was no great shakes, was it really?
No,
so,
it was good.
Yeah.
So we got into our room. I'm going to insert some first entry room footage.
Yeah. So far, so good.
So far, so good. This is 2 beds.
2 beds.
Nice and clean. Smells nice and clean.
Quite a few people have said that the room's a little bit dated here. So I'll start that again in when you put the light on.
I think you've got to put your card in here to get the electric to work.
You'll have to edit this bit. So, our first impressions of GF Fanabé.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, I mean, we literally just walked in. The bathroom's nice, it's perfectly clean. Bath, shower, everything you want. A few people have said that it's a bit dated in this hotel, but to be honest with you, it's absolutely fine. It's more than adequate.
We got
plenty of storage space in there. What we got over
spare
here? Let's have a
bed in.
look.
Yeah.
So we've got
double wardrobes,
double
more
wardrobes,
pillows.
safe with a key, nice TV, beds are more than what you'd want. I mean, perfect. Let's see. Okay, so our view isn't the best. It's I can get the door open. So we're overlooking the street, but you know. Good enough for us, right?
Absolutely. We're not overlooking the pool, so we won't have all that noise of the
I
pool.
think the pool is very noisy. There's, even though it's not half term, there's lots of kids still. the pool is really noisy, but this is fine by us. I'm not sure when we get the sun in the afternoon, but I think it's probably already gone by. So we've got a fridge. The fridge is empty, which is good, which means we can go and buy stuff and stock up the fridge. The only thing that we're missing is a kettle. So we can't make a hot drink, but
not that we found. We might.
I don't think there is. So, but that's not the if that's the biggest problem we've got, then that's fine. We can buy plenty of drinks.
The room was lovely. It was basic. There are, as I said in the in my second room tour, spoiler alert. I said there's no USB sockets, but this is due for an upgrade next year, so I think that will change. But we've got an adapter which we use anyway. We bought plenty of power packs, so that's not an issue. But be warned if you're coming this year to make sure you bring some power packs or an adapter plug. Yeah. We got in, and first thing Daryl found was a tiny spot of blood on one of the pillows,
which isn't really good enough.
Not good enough
for any hotel, no matter what standard.
No.
It's a mistake that someone's made, but it's not acceptable at all in any circumstances. So I took the pillow down to reception. He's like, okay, what could he say? He only apologised, gave me another one, but it's still not good enough that no one can see that. I did take a picture, we'll put it on. It's not like a small spot, it's very, very easily seen, and that's pretty disgusting, let's be honest. I mean, blood on pillows, so that was the start to our day, really.
So then we went out for the evening and just got something to, where do we go? We went down to the front, and there was a set menu at one of the restaurants. So we had that. It was what you paid for. But it was filling. It was nice enough. 3 courses for $12.95.
Something like that when it was so cheap.
But it was $12.95.
We were tired. We'd been up since 3:30, so we were knackered. So it was just basically a case of go down, get something reasonable to eat, and probably have a pint, and then come back and have an early night. Was the plan. Yeah. So
we got back, and I was say we're facing the road.
We're facing the road, yeah. Outside.
And there's a pub the opposite side. I think it's a karaoke bar. I'm not 100% sure. Well, I mean, it didn't affect me. As many of you know, my hearing isn't the best. I do wear hearing aids. Take my hearing aids out. I'm asleep. But that's not the. I'm not the only person in the room. So some other persons don't have hearing aids, don't have hearing issues, in fact have acute hearing. And you couldn't block the sound of this bar out. I mean, it was literally
very loud. Shouting, screaming.
Midnight.
So I've got some grainy footage, which isn't the best to look at, but we'll put it in and it'll give you the idea.
The sound is what's more important about that. So bearing in mind Richard's snoring, and you got the sound of that outside, and I could still hear everything as clear, like every word they were shouting. So it was pretty bad for me anyway. And I had earplugs in, and I could still hear it. It was that bad. So I know what I'm like for sleep, and I just decided that wasn't for me. We were talking to people on the top floor. On the top floor of this hotel are some beds, but it's an adult-only zone. It's quite a large area, I must say, and there's also, if you're into that sort of thing, there's also a nudist area, which is very secluded. It's all blocked off.
Yeah,
you can't see anything in there, for obvious reasons. But the actual adult-only area is ginormous. There are 2 big plunge pools. Apparently, one is warmer than the other. If you're looking out at the sea, that's the one you want to be going in, because apparently that's warmer than the other one. We haven't tried the other one, but talking to some very nice people in the plunge pool where we were, they were telling us the other one is freezing. But anyway, having talked to those people and another couple that came in the pool afterwards that were listening to what we were talking about, they both told us to change our rooms.
Yeah, they both had the same issues, and they've both changed themselves. So it isn't just an us thing. It's a lot of people have been saying the same thing.
The demographic of this hotel is largely older people. Now, I mean, there are some families here, don't get me wrong, but there is a great percentage of people that are older than us. I mean, you're looking at 60 plus for a lot of people, and it's like she said, I mean, this couple we were talking to were in their 80s, and he said, I mean, you wouldn't think so to look at them, but they were, because she said, we're octogenarians. She said, we do not want to be listening to that. And, you know, it's not the hotel's fault. It's not even in the hotel.
No, it's not the hotel's fault. But it's out of their control,
It's out of their control. But they were very, she said, that both those couples said the staff are lovely and they will help you. And do you know what they did?
Yeah.
So we went down yesterday afternoon and spoke to...
Just explained what, you know, our situation. Obviously, they've heard it 100 times before.
I would imagine so.
So it wasn't a big issue.
So they said to come back this morning and talk to them and see if they could get us another room. But when we got back to the room last night, under the door was a piece of paper explaining that they'd received our request for a room change, and that we couldn't have two rooms because we'd only paid for one. I don't know whether that was Google Translate error, but anyway, it seemed a bit strange saying such things. But anyway, we went down to desk. We had to go down before 10 this morning to see if we didn't, they would cancel the room change. So we went down, but we went for breakfast. There's a buffet breakfast down there. It's all quite basic, but there's lots of stuff down there to have.
Everything you want.
Everything you could possibly want, but it isn't up to the same standard as the Hard Rock. If you'd watched our vlog on that.
So this hotel is rated as a 4-star hotel, but in its current state, and there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not a 4-star hotel.
I would say it's a
3-star hotel.
But it's exceptionally clean.
It's very
downstairs,
clean.
Other than our spot of blood,
Yeah.
it is exceptionally clean.
But it is dated.
Downstairs in the morning, they are literally, there was an absolute swarm of cleaners, and it is nice. And the adult-only terrace is what appeals to a lot of the older people.
Yeah, yeah.
Because with the couple we were talking to said that they'd stayed in a lot better places, but if you don't want children, then running around, then he said that's they come back time and time again for the roof terrace, if nothing else. Anyway, we went down. We had breakfast, we went back to the desk, and the chap behind the desk said if we came back, he budged the fact that we'd been down, so that we wanted to change. If we came back at 1, then they would give us a new room key, swap us over. So anyway, we were in our room. We went up to the sun terrace and had a sunbathe, and sat there till about 12:15, I suppose. Came back to the room, and the phone rang, and it was front desk. After about 20 minutes. So before 1 o'clock, she said, "We've got you another room. If you'd like to come down, we'll swap you over." Oh, fantastic. So we grabbed all our stuff out of the safe, packed everything up. Off we went down, and she's put us into 172. So I'm going to put you a room tour of that just now.
Welcome to our humble abode, Mark II.
This is Mark II, as you will find out on the vlog if you've watched the first part. So this is our room. This is a family room because it's actually got a sofa bed as well as a nice sofa. You've got electric points there, but there's no USBs, so just be warned, you might need an adapter. But saying that, the rooms are due for upgrade next year, so I think that will change. But at this precise moment, there are no USBs, so bear that in mind. We have a table. We have a pool view, which I'm not going to go out too much. Obviously, there's people out there, but we have a pool view now. A nice bit of art. Yeah. We have a fridge.
You have a little tiny fridge, so you can put your drinks in if need be.
We have 4 drawers, which we've actually now moved in, so there is some things in them. But we've got 4 drawers. We've got another stool to sit at the bench. We've got a storage area we've used for our shoes. Nice place to put the cases.
Plenty of wardrobe space.
Plenty of wardrobe space. We've got
spare pillows.
spare pillows up there.
Safe with a key.
Safe with a key. We had awful problems with our safe at Hard Rock with the code. We've got 2 of these wardrobes. That's one each side of those.
And
we've got a bathroom.
Yeah.
So we've got double sink. We have a bath and a shower. I would imagine when they do a refit, you probably lose your bath. But anyway, we have a toilet and a bidet. A bidet, everybody. So you can always wash your feet as well.
Or your ass, if you want to.
As you're supposed to.
So anyway, everything is perfectly adequate.
Lovely large mirror.
Yeah.
Makes the room look even bigger.
So, as we say, people do say that these hotels are a little bit dated,
but they're clean.
They're very clean, and they're going to be upgraded next year, I believe.
Aircon,
So,
and if you want to know where the aircon controls are, they are literally down there by the phone. Okay, and that is our room tour.
Indeed.
Which is a family room. It's got a sofa bed as well, but it's lovely and it faces the pool. Now we don't have any issues with the daytime noise at all. For us, a room is a room. It's a place to sleep. But to be fair, we've got the windows closed. You can't hear the pool. There's loads of people in the pool.
Yeah.
The pool closes at 9. So after 9 o'clock, you're not going to get any noise from that. So we haven't slept obviously in this room yet. This is the first day, but we will update you if anything is wrong.
Any more issues?
I can't see that there is. We're literally facing the pool, which closes at 9. And the room is lovely and clean, this one.
Yeah.
It's got a lovely terrace. The pool view is better anyway, in my eyes.
Yeah.
We were looking out over the hills, which is fine, but it's just buildings. So that's been our first couple of days. Yesterday we went for quite a long walk down past El Duque Beach, which is towards Playa Paraiso, Los Gigantes direction. We went, I've got loads of footage. I will put that in about now. as I say, we walked absolutely miles. We did 20,000 steps, and we walked back, and then we went to one of the Chinese all-you-can-eat buffets in Costa Adeje, which was called Peking something. But you will find out what that is. And it was very nice. Basic Chinese food, but there was loads of different dishes to try. It was all nice.
It was 15, 16 quid.
It was for €15, $14.95.
Yeah, all you can eat.
All you can eat, and there was ice cream for desserts, bananas,
the
usual stuff.
Yeah.
But it was nice. It was good enough.
Yeah,
for what we paid for it. It was good enough. This evening, which will be in the next vlog, we are going to go to Las Americas and get into
Vegas Grill
for a steak.
Because I have to say, we went there last time, and I'm not a huge steak fan, but it was the best steak that I'd ever had when I went the last time. So we're going to go back, and if we're down that part of the coast, play to Las Americas, I suppose it wouldn't be a proper vlog without going to see the king of vlogs. So
we're going to pop into
Buddy's bar and see if we can find
pop in to see
Mr.
Night Strider and Laura, and maybe Mick Garvey could be there with his wife. We'll see. Who knows? You never know.
Celebrities now, don't you know?
Celebrities. So we'll go from small time to the big timers.
Yes,
hopefully,
indeed.
if they're there.
Yeah.
If not, we'll still have a cocktail and enjoy ourselves.
Exactly.
So we'll sign off this one right about now, and we'll see you in the next one. Yeah. Which will document that and the next day. We'll
update you in a couple of days.
We did book tickets to...
we bought tickets, just quickly, we booked tickets
to Scion Park.
Scion Park, we're going to go Monday. But...
we've previously used the Tenerife channel, but we were in the Del Duque Mall thing, and there was a Canarias.com place in there, and they were the same price.
Yeah.
So while we were there,
42.
We booked our tickets. So we've got tickets for Scion Park, which we're going to go to on Monday.
Yeah.
So that will be our last whole day here. So we're going to do that, which we had done before, but the beach wasn't open last time we were there. So we're going to experience the full park. We'll give that a go. We're going to sign off this one here. And we'll see you in the next one.
See you later.